You mentioned about the zombies and the light. Can you, like, distract them by flipping light switches that they then go off to turn off? Like, is that a thing?
So the thing I've noticed, and I didn't play around with it too much, but like there was a zombie, there was lights were off, and I turned the lights on because I walked in a room and I was like, I want the lights on. And then I saw a zombie go over to a different light switch and turn them off. There are like multiple light switches in a hallway or like room. So it didn't seem like it was that effective because it was like the zombie was just going to stay by the light switch it was closest to. But then when I came back through that room later, that zombie was at the light switch that I had originally played around with. And I think it might have just like roamed over there. But it did seem like the zombie was kind of going to the different light switches within the area.
Okay.
But the light switch it was at became more difficult for me because that was the one I had to pass every time I went back through that area.
I have another question. You mentioned it earlier, but there are safe rooms in the game. Like, that's something you ran into.
There was one.
Okay, the reason I ask is because in the Gamescom demo we played previously, we didn't get like a proper safe room, like a save room as it were, but there were rooms that were safe from the monster, and then the monster would do something and it would essentially break the safety, like it would knock out a light switch or like a light bulb or something like that and make the room no longer safe. But you did get a room that was like a place to calm down and be like, okay, nothing can get me here.
Yeah, there was like a legitimate safe room, and that was, I think, more so a story thing than it was anything else. That was like here's like the item box, typewriter, and like some other story stuff going on kind of in that room that like wouldn't be interrupted unless it was like a very clearly defined story moment. So there was that room. There were puzzle rooms that like felt safe. Like I said, like the other monster that I was chasing me in my demo was like couldn't get into those rooms because it couldn't get through the door. So like most of those rooms were safe just by the nature of it not being able to get in the room. But it would camp outside those rooms sometimes. It would be like, I know you're in here. And I'm like, I need you to leave, dog.
It's like some of the puzzle rooms in Resident Evil 2 that Mr. X is just like, I'm politely not going to go in there. But this guy, genuinely, they were like, okay, we need to give a reason. He's too big or whatever. Like,